The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wildcard weekend. Return starts at the 9. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
Now that's the way to start the ball game. A return all the way across midfield. With the kick return team, they're going to get a big old thank you when they get to the sideline. Nothing like starting your offense with a short field to begin the game.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go! COVID-19! Go!
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
47-yard line.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Working on 1st down. Set up the screen. It's Williams. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, here we go. Hiking,
Back to throw. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's got it near the 8. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long, it might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. First down now, ball at the 33. This one goes off right tackle. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throwing here, Milrow. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go now.
Milrow with it on first. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Number 7.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, running right. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
Another carry for him. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
Well, I don't think you're talking to this defense, Gabe, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Now backed up to the 8. 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish up their opening drive.
Touchdown, Seattle.
So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Lobs this deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. They're all the way into that red zone. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Okay, ready?
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Liking 18.
red zone on first. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks are tackled after a stellar return. Following the interception, they're going to take over at their 40.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up turnover, but how about the effort on the other side, knocking down and stop the potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Milroe now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on 1st down. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. To throw. Here's Milroe. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the long back on the handoff. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
It's inside the 10. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action.
Let's go.
Edwards. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Lions 7.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. I'll throw it. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
It's a gain of
Big
20.
gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Lions have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. Brought in inside the 20. And he will not score, but that does set him up front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious foul.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
This makes it up to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Unlock line. Here we go. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Flush out now to his left. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Your work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Will Rowe looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. After plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19.
They start on the ground with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd down run by Gibbs. Has a hole left. Room to run. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. And here is Schmidt to send this away. And not liking what it looks like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Milroe from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He dodged the tackle. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Let's go.
Now it's Milroe. Oh, I get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play call.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff here for Gibbs on his own lead. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
A massive shot towards the end zone. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Dan Campbell gets the offense the call. They're making a bid for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Has it at the 2. And he will reach the end zone, so a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point try. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Fields the hard squib kick. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. This is taken from the 12. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Jump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Pistol now for Milroe. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. He gets loose down the right side. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. From the red zone now. It's a screen play to Edwards. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Here's Milroe to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. To wrap the football up near their 30-yard line after that interception and return. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. You put some points on the board for that defense with that.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Malik Woolen.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Let's go.
He takes off with it. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Seahawks have it. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
You know, Kate, I one time had a coach tell me, hey, listen, I need you to be more of an artist and not a blacksmith. I need you to create. QB here does a great job creating, trying to buy something out of nothing. Unfortunately, his clock ran out, the ball's punched free, and he gives it away.
He's going to have this one down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Back to the well again. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Go play action here. It's Milroe. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. Just going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Ready, 65 catch. 19, go.
Third and long. Here's Milrow. To the left side, complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this first and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Yes, and everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. Throwing here, Milrow. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the third. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks get it back to within one score.
Seahawks 21.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And this is brought to a stop at same 34-yard line there. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He's got Smith again. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Complete to Devontae Smith. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Set. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Go.
Setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Let's go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
We're down to one quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Lions football. If they can hold this lead, they'll continue this postseason run. One yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll run for this. He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a first down.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Gibbs now from the gun. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
This is a big moment, Brock. Here comes Andre Schmidt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milroe. Completed to his running back. He's going to be stopped right around the 37.
17 yards.
A pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A pickup there of 39 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
39-yard gain.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throw here from Milroe. That pass is caught by Horton. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Working quickly here. Gets it again. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught for the first. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions with a 5-point lead. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he will have the Lions first down. They can start to celebrate now. This one's over.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Keeps it on the option here. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They're drawing up for it. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin, and we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience of the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.